It had taken 2 months to orchestrate Tina's move to a better life. Like the song says, if you love somebody, set them free. And Tina's friends in British Columbia had shown their affection for her by letting her go. Now preparations were made for Tina's departure. There was an outpouring of goodwill, including cards from some of her youngest friends, and a party was planned to say farewell to Rosie's baby. Tina's keepers went about their daily routine while waiting for the custom-built elephant trailer to arrive. Her longtime keeper Tony was going to travel with her to Tennessee to provide the comfort of a familiar face during that long journey. But that trip was still a day away, and meantime, there was 150 pounds of hay and produce to be consumed, and later the soaking of her sore and aching feet. Like most captive elephants, she had developed debilitating foot disease. In the wild, elephants travel up to 50 miles a day, but in captivity, standing on hard dirt or concrete floors, their feet suffer from foot rot, which is the #1 killer of captive elephants. But Tina's feet would soon be on the road to recovery at the sanctuary, which has had great success in treating this ailment. For the next 3.5 days, covering 3,000 miles, the crew of volunteer drivers, Tina's keeper Tony, and sanctuary co-founder Scott Blaze would be short on sleep, anxious to get Tina quickly and safely to her new home in Tennessee. But every so often, a rest stop was needed by everyone. The day of Tina's arrival at the sanctuary, the staff, volunteers, and supporters were waiting with great anticipation. Every so often a call would come through with updates about Tina's progress and estimated arrival time. Meanwhile, the staff was working to position camera crews while sanctuary co-founder Carol Buckley was taping interviews for television. And then, finally, word came that the truck was at the gate, and everyone gathered outside to greet the small caravan and to cheer the new arrival.
Now what we're dealing with at this point is that Tina is 9 foot tall. We have a bar that goes across the top of that doorway, and we need to make sure that Tina has 9 feet in between the level of the dirt and that top bar. So that's what they're working on right now.
With the exception of Tony, Scott, and Carol's encouragement for Tina to back out of the trailer, there was total silence in the barn. It was as though everyone was holding their breath in case any noise would keep Tina from exploring the unknown that lay behind her. And so we all, including the 55,000 who watched via the live feed of the sanctuary's Elecam, waited and watched, and then waited some more.
Very
Ever so slowly, Tina cautiously eased into her new surroundings. Tony was there to help her with the transition, and there appeared to be an endless supply of tidbits and treats. I felt quite privileged to witness Tina's first hours at her new home. Elephants have always cast a spell over me, and I watched Tina's every move with great fascination. I was observing a highly social being that had just been released from years of solitary confinement, and I took comfort in knowing that the quality of her life would now be greatly improved. Not only would Tina have the company of her own kind, but even seemingly small things like the soft rubber floor mats would make a difference. Tara, who was raised by Carol Buckley and was the first elephant at the sanctuary, is usually also the first to greet new arrivals. She had been hovering around the barn ever since Tina arrived, and it was obvious that she was eager to meet the new companion. Her curiosity satisfied for the moment, Tara gave Tina some space and reacquainted herself with Scott, who had been away for several days.
Good girl, Tina. Very good girl, Tina.
It had been a long, wonderful day for those fortunate enough to witness Tina's arrival. There were smiling faces all around, but now visitors and camera crews were slowly departing, for it was getting late. Yes, it was time to leave the sanctuary in peace. It was time to say good night.
Hey, sweetheart.
For a short time, that was all too brief, I knew a gentle giant of whom I had become very fond. And I will miss her, but I will not forget her. I will carry with me an image captured on Carol's camcorder late one night, when I looked into Tina's eyes and was reminded that elephants are the keepers of ancient secrets, for they walked this earth when it was young. I'm John Kay for the Elephant Sanctuary.
You'll fly alone to reach your mark. Don't fear the silence or the dark. There'll be good friends you'll learn to love. Solitude's no sacrifice to catch a glimpse of paradise.